Get Biblical Understanding, along with T.A. McMahon. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. This is number 45 in our series of Get Biblical Understanding. In this session, we're reading many, but certainly not all of the biblical verses that have to do with faith. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. For he that comes to God must believe that he exists, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Biblical faith is the absolute confidence or trust in God's character and teachings, which he has revealed in his word. Again, the theme of this series is faith. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 13. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three. But the greatest of these is charity, that is love. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 1 to 4. Moreover, brethren, I declare unto you the gospel, which I preached unto you, which also ye have received, and wherein ye stand, by which also ye are saved, if ye keep in memory what I preached unto you, unless you have believed in vain. For I delivered unto you first of all that which I also received, how that Christ died for our sins according to the Scriptures, and that he was buried, and that he rose again the third day according to the Scriptures. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 11. Therefore, whether it were I or they, so we preach, and so ye believed. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 14. And if Christ be not risen, then is our preaching vain, and your faith is also vain. 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 24. Not that we have dominion over your faith, but are fellow workers for your joy, for by faith you stand. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 13. We having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believed, and therefore have I spoken. We also believe, and therefore speak. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 17 to 18. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 7. Therefore, as ye abound in everything, in faith, and utterance, and knowledge, and in all diligence, and in your love to us, see that ye abound in this grace, that is the grace of giving, also. Galatians chapter 2, verses 15 to 16. We who are Jews by nature, and not sinners of the Gentiles, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Jesus Christ. Even we have believed in Jesus Christ, that we might be justified by the faith of Christ, and not by the works of the law, for by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. Galatians chapter 2, verse 20. I am crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live. Yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Galatians chapter 3, verse 2. This only would I learn of you. Received you the Spirit by the works of the law, or by the hearing of faith? Thanks for listening, and we hope you'll join us again as we search the Scriptures in order to get biblical understanding.